Hello everybody, Zeidoktor here. Uh, this episode of the Typical Manga Review is a bit late. I didn't release anything last week because there was no official chapter. Like the scan leaders got hold of it and put it out, but there's no official English, and I always like try to have that just in case there's anything to bring up special. And I didn't have it this time around, so I didn't release anything last week. This week, however, I'm going to go ahead and get everything ready, and I'll have it by by Monday, when the next actual proper English chapters come out. Meanwhile, this episode of the Typical Manga Review is going to be dedicated to One Piece, chapter 851, Tab End. We're still in the midst of the syrupy thunderstorm, while Pudding reveals her evilness and third eye to Reiju. She's declaring that all 6 Vinsmokes will be blown into beehives by tomorrow. Ceremony Hall will be stained red. Oh, but be careful when you die, because even if your blood gets on the wedding cake, Mama will get mad and destroy the building. Not going to be good for anybody. And then a bullet she actually fires her pistol and the bullet flies out of the wall. She explains it's a Walker 36 caliber percussion revolver. We have what we call candy jacketed bullets. They're durable enough to pierce right through the backplate shield of an armored soldier. You already got a taste of this, though, so you should know. Presumably in reference to Reiju's bleeding legs. After all, aren't you known for having iron bodies? Apparently she did, despite her having like a Takai type power or just really good durability. And Pudding can't wait till tomorrow just to see the priceless change of Sanji's face from faithful joy to pure despair as she puts a gun at his head. And then this slimy Nitro the Jelly and Rabian the Carpenter are like, oh yeah, that'd be great. That's gonna be a great spectacle. That fool seriously think you're head over heels over him? Oh, it's gonna be amazing. What kind of face do you think he'll make? Then she does one like Eneru, does a face that would make Eneru proud, or Perona. Or another one just all puckered and Pudding John. It's just mocking him basically. Pudding's wondering why Reiju's not saying anything. I mean, he's your little brother, for crying out loud. Do you want to know how the proposal went down? You gotta hear this. When I pulled off his mask, his face was screwed up beyond belief. Once I brought him to Waterworks, he was totally finished. Men are such idiots. Then and there, he embraced me tightly, squeezed out the cheesiest line I've ever heard. I love you. Let's get married. Meanwhile, the other ones are just laughing at her actions here. Sanji drops the bouquet of flowers he was holding on to. It's like, God, he was so ugly. Can you believe it? Oh, my abs. I'm just laughing so hard. Who the hell would ever want to marry a failure like you? At least bring me a proper prince, for heaven's sake. Sanji's desperately just trying to flick his lighter to start a cigarette, and we see here that he's actually legitimately truly crying in the rain. Something I don't think we've ever actually seen since Zeph. Elsewhere, in the treasure room, apparently Big Mom's wondering why the Soul King keeps standing up. Do you really want to copy this slab of stone more than you want Sanji back? Yes, Sanji's a kind man. This seems to surprise Big Mom. That's why I suspected that he would never return to us. I have no idea what kind of trap you all have waiting for us all. But because of how incredibly kind-hearted he is, he will refuse to budge once he's decided to sacrifice himself for the sake of others. On the other hand, we also have a captain who breaks through any and all walls in order to pursue his beliefs and ambitions. How things end up with Sanji will be decided solely amongst those two. I see. So you basically came here after the stone because you had nothing better to do. Not quite. Even if, in the worst case scenario, Sanji decides to never return to us, we would never want him to feel a single drop of guilt. And so in order to be able to show him that we gained something amazing out of this trip, even if we don't end up leaving with him, I'll be completing my task of getting away with this road poneglyph. Ma, your so-called worst case scenario ain't even that bad. If Sanji decides to never return, that's your worst case scenario? Are you sure nobody's going to end up killed on this trip? Heck, everyone you cherish might end up dying because of this journey. Young lady, what kind of fool would ever plan to die? And then we go to the mirror world where Brule is up and about, and they're actually questioning her and getting her, tickle torturing her into talking. taking a lesson from the Jiraiya School of Interrogation. But Brule does stop and plead to stop, and she'll tell them whatever they want to know. Even though she swears to get them all one day, she doesn't know which mirror actually goes to the castle, but she says that you can just ask them. Like, we all obviously know what we're reflecting at the moment. And so they do a bit of mirror on the wall to find out which one's connected to the castle. Like, here, that's me, you too. I connect the Magical Arts closet. I'm the hand mirror in the second floor guest room. I'm the mirror from the fourth floor women's bathroom. Now, so Chopper at this point asks, who's currently reflecting Luffy, Nami, Brook, and Pedro? Also, anyone reflecting Sanji? We're looking for them all. Of course, the readers don't know anybody except Sanji. So, but at this point, the character declares, leave it to me, Chobro. I'm pretty ace at drawing portraits. Oh, I am so eager to see how that turns out. Are we going to see like some Sanji 1 and poster level of art? Boy, this is going to be like a completely different style. That'd be pretty great too. Back with Sanji, Reiju, and Pudding. Like, Pudding's leaning over Reiju's like, alright now, big sister. It'd be a bit of a problem if you died right here of blood loss. Also, I can't have you revealing my ugly side to everyone as soon as you leave. At this point, she actually plunges her fingers into Reiju's head and extracts film. We're getting into the quote 1 forum thread, we're getting into some real JoJo stuff right here. But basically, Pudding's power is the Mem fruit, or Memo fruit. All humans have a roll of film in their minds to record memories for them. So if you ever have a piece of your past that you want to forget about, just space the memory of a soldier getting hit by a stray bullet over the original and edit. All done. So at this point, Reiju will no longer recall she was attacked by Pudding. Pudding has just edited the memories. Now it's time to trim out our nice little talk from just now. Let's go have a great time at the wedding tomorrow. Then she suddenly calls out, call a soldier, take her to the infirmary. Okay. And then finally, at the prisoner's library, Opera is just watching Luffy as he's actually still trying to rip his own arms off to get free. Like, Nami's begging him to stop, because seriously, it's freaking me out. Just get me out of here. But Luffy's like, just a little more. Opera's just, dude, you crazy. Hey girl, so, Mama told me to make you reveal where Lola is right now. By the end of the night. Just spit it out already. Heck no, I never sell out one of my friends. Okay, time to bring out the torch devices. No, cut it out right now. Like, how about I shoot you with a bow gun once every 5 seconds? Just let me know when you change your mind. Better hurry up. Like, whoa, that escalated fast. What? Stop. Hey, hang on. Like, but Luffy's just screaming at him like, quit screwing around, you lumpy mass. I'm gonna tell you. Don't worry, Nami, I'll rip out these arms in the next 5 seconds. No, I don't want either of those. Luffy and Chopper both like, stop being difficult. At this point, someone calls from outside the door, calls out, hey, is anybody here? Hello? But whoever this is, Opera's surprised to see him. Like, you're not allowed to enter the castle grounds at the moment. This place is already... But the person responds like, this place is already chaos. It can't get much worse. Sorry, Opera, but... And at this point, we had a 5,000 tile Justice Fist. Yep. With an attack name like that, there's only one person it could possibly be. It's Jinbei. Triumphantly returning, we have Jinbei the Fistman ready to help out. It's like, oh, you see, I heard you were captured. We'll talk later. First, you want to get out of there? Luffy's excited, but then we're just crying like, yes, please. And that is where the chapter ends. And in a big moment it does. Like, I thought maybe putting evil reveal was something, but with the 815, my whole thing wondering if every 10th chapter has something, but this one kind of topped it. Just because it's something we've been waiting for this whole time. Versus just wondering, is she evil or isn't she? On the subject of Pudding, I want to say that, yeah, okay, she's evil. Yeah, she's evil. I mean, she might still be running her own game, but she's evil. And one thing goes, like I said, this answers at least one question I had right at the beginning. I think I mentioned it last time. Why tell Reiju? Why tell her anything? Answer: you just make sure she never remembers hearing it in the first place. It does make for some effective evil gloating. Gotta feel sorry for Sanji on this one though. Like I said, someone else pointed out here, and I think I remember correctly that nobody's seen Sanji cry like at all since he left Zeph. It looks like we also have like Nitro and Rabian as actual speaking characters. So it looks like Pudding's main defense, if this turns into a fight, is going to be that gun of hers. Meanwhile, Brooke, hell yeah, Brooke. He's standing there, face like faltering. He's like just getting up again and again and again, presumably, facing off against Big Mom, Zeus, and Prometheus, all three. And it's like, and everybody's like, is pretty much loves the fact that he just looks right at her, like calls her young lady. It's also kind of ironic hearing him while people say, "Who would ever plan to die?" Of course, to be fair, he didn't plan on dying. It just like could have worked out that way. Still, this thread page here of Brooke in front of Big Mom is a pretty awesome page. Like he's just standing there, pretty much unflinching while everyone's just standing over. It's a great Brooke moment. And we have Chopper and Carrot. Like they finally have the answer to how to get through the mirror, which is simply ask them. Of course, like they did run that little flaw, like they only know Sanji, but still, it's a step in the right direction. And I am so hoping that we see, like, I can think of a few different ways. Either one, Garrett is legitimately good at drawing, so she actually does a really good job. She's really bad at drawing, and does a really terrible job, and yet somehow still manages to get Sanji. I would love that. That would be great, actually. Or, alternatively, remembering a joke I once saw in a webcomic, The Order of the Stick, drawing them very good, but in a completely different style from the rest of the comic. And Jinbei, we finally have him coming up here. We don't know what's going on here, we just know that the only thing we know for Jinbei at the moment is he tried to leave the crew, Big Mom made him spin the Wheel of Misery, trademark Kakos Industries. He balked at whatever they demanded and didn't go after all, and was presumably forbidden from the castle grounds going by Opera. But now he's back, he's like, well, doesn't matter much anymore at this point, so boom, let's do this thing. He's probably figuring, like, at this point, the price doesn't mean anything anymore, he can just burst out. He tried the Honorable Dang, that didn't work, or maybe he's already planned for the consequences of not doing the Honorable Dang. It's hard to say. Still, that's out, and so the works have begun to get spannered. Jinbei has thrown in his lot with Luffy. Chopper and Carrot are on their way to wherever they're going to end up. Brooke is he's got Big Mom pretty well focused. And Sanji now knows that there's really no good reason to stick around anymore, other than Zeph. Protecting Zeph is the only reason at this point, so we'll see how this goes. And even then, they're going to be killing him, trying to kill him, so I don't know. So like I said, this week so far there's only been, over the last 2 weeks at least, there's only been One Piece and Hero Academia. There hasn't even been a comic a kill, or I've been hearing there's a new chapter of Attack on Titan, but no official English on Crunchyroll yet, so I'm not doing anything based on that yet. If it does come out between now and what's the date? Between now and the 10th, which is when we'll be releasing these videos, I'll try and have something up. If not, it'll be just a week after. Either way, at least this week you'll definitely have Hero Academia and One Piece. And with those done, until next time, bye-bye.